A rare treat in the Australian jungle. Where did you go, little bastard? I'm gonna kill you, you motherfucker. Ow! Goddamn prickabushes! Pain in my grundle! Oh, god damn it! Little bastard got away. My morale has just dropped severely. What do you think you're doing? Get the fucking camera out of my face! Get the fucking camera out of my face! I was inspecting my bowels! Get out of here, you little bastard! What the fuck do you think you're doing? Who are you? Who are you? Right here is the perfect place to build a shelter. These two trees will act as nice cover, and this ground is nice and flat. Now I just need to find the wood to build it. And I think I'm gonna make a secret door, because last time I attempted this, I woke up with a hyena trying to guzzle my cup. Right now, what I'm constructing is called a lean-to, because it's obviously the two with the lean, and it'll create a nice little place for me to rest my English head tonight. You need to make sure that your shelter is sturdy and supportive to survive any kind of wind or storm that could pass through overnight. One night, when I was in the African Sahara, my shelter collapsed on me as it was made out of very flimsy branches, and elephants came and squatted and took a large dump right where I was sleeping. I woke up with poopy juices dripping down my cheeks. Thinking that I was sweating, I licked myself, and it was a very unpleasant surprise to wake up to. Okay, now this right here is the base of any kind of shelter. It's called the ridge pole. You want to find something nice and long and smooth with no excess branches on it. That'll be able to carry the weight of whatever you're trying to pile on top of it. And if you're not careful, you'll get a flimsy branch and your thing will collapse on you while you're trying to sleep. Okay, now that we have this skeleton built, I need to weatherproof the shelter. As you can see, I've cleared out the ground underneath. And I can fit in here nice and snug, curl up in the fetal position, and I can masturbate all night comfortably, regardless of the temperature, as long as I can stay warm and retain my body heat. For the proper shelter is any tree in the white pine family, such as this right here is what you call a jack pine. You can tell right here. Although it is early in the season, the cones are starting to bloom right here. And you can tell because the branches don't start till a good chunk up the tree, and the bark is very rough and cracked. This stuff right here makes perfect shelter. Okay, now what I've got here are these ferns. And as I lay them with the flow of the logs, if it happens to rain tonight or when it does in the morning, the water's just gonna run off straight to the ground to keep me dry. If I could find about 5 times as much as this, I should be set. Now, as you can see here, we have the shelter. All this weatherproofing here is gonna keep me dry. And although I do not have a door, I'm going to build my fire right here so that the heat will radiate inside and keep me warm all night. Only challenge is I have to find tinder before dark, because at dark is when the wild things come out. I'm starting to feel very exasperated. My protein levels are dangerously low on account of not eating in days. What I need to do now is get this fire going. As you can see, the sun's beginning to set and it gets dark very fast. As you can see here, I got my kindling, which is no more than just dry debris off the forest floor. And I'm building what you would call a teepee style fire. What it's doing is making a windbreak so that if the wind were to change direction at any time during the night, it would shelter and keep the ember so when I wake up tomorrow morning, I can light my own farts. Now what I need to find is 2 smooth sticks, such as these 2. That I can rub together like so to get myself a spark. After years and years of practicing stroking my cock, my forearms are big enough to allow me to rub these sticks together to create enormous friction. And where there's friction, there's heat. And where there's heat, there's fire. If I can just keep going, I can get it lit. and I'll be warm all night, and we have spark. And that's how you build a fire, Sam's Wild style. After another long day of trekking through the Argentinian wilderness, I can finally say that it was all in a day's work as I relaxed by my cozy fire, prepared to trim my balls and get ready for bed. Tomorrow, I need to find food. The lack of protein will not let me last much longer in these harsh, unforgiving conditions. I have a long night ahead of me.